This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up north in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Got a copy? Yes, Jim, I do. There's an awful lot of Queen Roger Nancy static, but I am copying you, Jim. But boy, then the band is loaded with static, really loaded. Do you copy? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You're doing about 12 to 15 over on the Rochester, New York SDR, Roger.
New York SDR, Roger. Okay, K1GZL returning. I did have a nice chat with Ian this morning, VK3MO, and I asked him the question about the COVID-19 virus, how it's affecting his country, and here are just these brief comments from this morning.
I think we're seeing trees that might give you waiting down to anyway, yeah, well, we're moving into winter, but I've heard so many expert opinions that it's almost gone, and then we're going to have a resurge, and we're not going to have a resurge, and really we'll find out after it's happened. It's a bit like radio propagation. We really don't know what it's going to be like because we don't have enough information.
Okay, and that was that. In other words, they're not too sure yet on what's happening. I guess it varies from place to place down under, Jim. KC9VK. Oh, by the way, 2 days ago on the 27th of May, we had the almost a record hottest temperature I've ever seen here. It hit 90 degrees up here, 90 degrees, and that's about 15 or 18 years ago we hit 90 degrees twice one July, and yet we had 90 degrees on the 27th. Unbelievable. And right now it's 81 degrees out. It's trying to cloud up. I think we have our showers coming in the next few hours. And it looks like we got much cooler air coming in early next week. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Well, 90 degrees, boy, that's something else for your location. Usually you guys are socked in at minus 40 degrees and 7 feet of snow, but things may be looking up. Maybe it'll be maybe 5 years the next time it gets to be 90 degrees on this date. Roger?
On this date, Roger? Roger, well, that's the earliest I've ever seen at 90. Those other 2 times were in July. And here it is in the end of May, and back on the 12th of May here, we had our last snow. That was only 6/10 of an inch, and we had 10 inches of snow in of May, and the leads are about a third to half out, more toward a third higher up on the property, up at 2,300 feet, and a third to half out just below me here, below the 2,000-foot level. Go ahead, but boy, it's humid today. But when we had the 90, there was no humidity, and there was some wind. Go ahead.
Roger, Charlie. Now, do you have property that has higher altitudes than where you are?
No, it's just my one property here. I'm on 8.4 acres, and the average incline is about 25 degrees uphill, going from west to east and northeast. When you go east and northeast of here, the land comes up behind me. That's why I have a very bad location to work short path into Europe. or as down toward the west and southwest with wet clay, which isn't wet right now, high. It's a good location, but it's 8.4 acres, and the top of my property is just at about 2,300 feet, and I'm at 2,030. Go ahead.
Oh, roger that. Roger that. Well, you know, Charlie, what's good for the geese is good for the gander. Your friend is making a good trip with that double rhombic antenna. Have you ever thought about maybe doing a double rhombic antenna?
Well, that takes a tremendous amount of room. Oh, my gosh. That takes, in Ian's case, with the two rhombics, one on top of the other, he has over 4,000 feet of wire in it. And the length of it, the only way, we tried it once. I had somebody visiting me one time, and we did build a rhombic, and we fired it uphill somewhat, up at 30 degrees. We got it to resonate nice and all sorts of things, but I had a dipole up this was on 20 meters. I had a dipole up on a pole that did just as well as the rhombic, because the rhombic is designed for low angle of radiation, and with the hill behind me, it just didn't work. And if I had reversed it, I'd be firing downhill and blowing myself out of my shack. Go ahead.
Oh, roger that. Roger that. Well, you know, the best thing is, though, to be able to have that A-B comparison. That A-B comparisons tell a world of difference between, the one thing and the other. That's the beautiful thing about A-B switches.
Oh, yeah, a coaxial switch here is a wonderful thing. I use that all the time. And without that, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, if I've gained or lost. But they're very, very important to have a way to measure the outgoing, the comparison signal. Even though what you're listening to is not on the band you're operating on, but if you can gain over what you had, over what you're receiving on the reference antenna, then that's a plus. That way you can go, as you do yourself on your SDRs, you go back and forth until you find the best place. Go ahead.
Oh, roger that. And I do that also somewhat on receive, on the frequency that I'm receiving. I do have 3 different receive antenna options. I have those north and south mag loop, the east and west mag loop, and my dipole antenna. So I have 3 choices on local antennas that I can kind of jump around and see what's best and what's not. Of course, I do not use my mag loops for transmit. They are only receive only. I'm just using my dipole in the transmit mode. Roger.
Roger on that. Whatever works, use, of course. Whatever works, use. Ian was good cop, although we had a lot of sporadic E, short, stiff. When that happens, my claw does not work as well. It does not. I get down there, but it doesn't work as well. When there's no sporadic E, if it's just F layer, and there's no sporadic E down in Australia or in the South Pacific, then I do far, far better than I do when there's short skip. The quad here has a very low angle shooting off the mountain here, very low angle, and when you get sporadic E, you get going through that sporadic E layer only halfway up, average of halfway up to the F layer. It gets absorbed. It gets absolutely, a lot of it, not all of it, of course, but a lot of it gets absorbed and doesn't get to the F layer, so I have to wait until there's no sporadic E, and then I can get away with it. Well, Jim, look, there are many stations that are probably trying to work you there, so I'll sign with you on this one. Hopefully catch you next Friday and early next week we are expecting much cooler air. On Monday we may not get too much above 50 to 55 degrees. 50 to 55 degrees, and the valley locations with light winds and clear skies. On Sunday night and Monday night there will be fog. There will be scattered fog. Now that's a change, isn't it? So, Jim, a pleasure as always, and we hope to catch you next week. Of course, I'm on somewhat reduced power up here, my SWR. I don't have an antenna tuner, as you know. My SWR is not very good up here on 7188. KC9VKV, K1GZL, your audio sounds perfect. Very excellent.
Thank you, Charlie. I wish I just had a little bit better signal up there, but you know, we all are victims of Mother Nature's designs, so we just have to accept what conditions she puts on our propagation and say, okay, close enough. Charlie, three's up that way, sir. Thanks for checking in, as always, and we'll see you next Friday, hopefully. This is KC9VKV, and my name is Jim. Yeah, sometimes better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And we are recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days. So when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, that's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page, you'll be looking for one Qso-Vlog entitled My Group Air Check 5/29/20. My Group Air Check 5/29/20, which is today's date. So this is a KC9VKV listening.